I think it's really hard to win in matchmaking. I mean, you guys have seen that, like, every team I'm on is really, really good at strongholds, and every time I play matchmaking, I lose. So, all right, what do we got? And this is just you and Kyle together, right? I don't think you're with any of these other guys. Yep. Opening looks good. Missed some pings. I mean, other than just being aware of the pings that are around you, like, I don't really have much to say off the opening. The openings are just whatever. Right? Got camo. Talked about going out sandbags before. And I mean, your teammate's right here, so I get like the idea. I just think in general going this way is terrible. Like it's just so hard to fight for anything from sandbags. There's so much dead space here. I think you just hit this slide and get out back green. Like we know there's at least one person here. Oh my god. Like you got to mark. Kyle's also the one fighting this, so he should have been calming it. Given it's possible he wasn't, but like just getting back green, making sure this guy dies, making sure we still have control of B. I'm starting to get more and more into the mode if you don't have a reason to hit the middle of the map, just take the perimeter almost always. You know, the reasons to go into the middle is generally just power weapons, power ups, or whatever, or like collapsing with your team really fast. Ah, this is another good talking point, right? Like, is there anybody here on your team that can kill this guy? Just keep your shields here, and then you guys do whatever. Like, if you guys want to come fight B at that point, it's gonna look a whole lot better if you two turn this corner and shoot this guy at the same time, anyways, because he's gonna get caught off guard by that. Whereas if we go one by one, then he can always just back up, or he can just get you really weak. So in general, like, just make sure we have this first. And I know you're wanting to play faster, like to get pressure on this side of the map, but you see what happens when you do that. The other guy, like the guy that you're not cross mapping, shows up and kills you. In general, too, my approach to fighting B is like we have to get to nest and then get to training and then like get back green. Like it's really hard to fight from this bridge because they've just got so much that they can play off of. They can jump up here and never get naded. They can dip and dive all over. So many things. And you're really exposed. But yeah, if you two just get your shields here, then we can figure out things. Also, like, if you want to know like how my team, like theory wise, plays strongholds, it's like we get the perimeter, then we go through the easy, like the weak side of the map where there's not much action, and we get the other perimeter zone, and then we collapse into B. And the same thing on recharge, like we'll run A to C or C to A, and then work towards B when we have numbers. B's the hardest one to get through because like this whole area is just dead space. Like it's so hard to get into this area. In general too, I find breaking B is easier going this way, like through rat tunnel, through if you come through gel this way, it's easier to break into B. It's really hard to go from C to B, I think. But if you two just hang here and you're like watching his back, you know, making sure nobody can go this way, he's looking at your nest, then we can do whatever, right? We're also down in numbers now, so I would say it's not a good time to be taking cross map damage. Yeah, and like you can be doing something. It's so hard because all of your teammates are dead. But if you take, again, I say perimeters, it's not always about the perimeter. It's about like taking routes that you don't expect people to be. So you can come here and like just hang out here. And hopefully by the time you get about here, one of your teammates will spawn dummies with you, and then you guys can start moving towards A. Pop quiz. What's the problem with this push? No, it's not. It just like, what is the issue? Got any idea so far? There's a couple problems, honestly. Thought we were going C. Thought we were going C. We have C, right? Confused. A. Yeah, we are going A. So the two problems. Number one, you guys are down numbers and you're splitting from each other. Which, as I said, the correction for that for you would be to just go this way because Kyle spawned dummies. But Kyle also needs to recognize, like, as he's spawning, oh, you're bottom mid, and just like go this way and get with you. The second problem is Kyle's already shooting. And you think, man, I'm going to get some damage into this guy. But the problem is Kyle's going to get damage. He's going to back up as you have to come out. And then it's just going to be staggered fights, right? Like, he can't fight with you because now he's weak. Another good tip for you, though, is like, if you watch how I play, which given you don't have to do everything like me. You can play like other players because there's a bunch of people who play the game different ways. But my general thought process is have my body against a wall at all times. So like I'm never just gonna like casually like veer towards this way. And I think your idea is like, oh, I'm gonna jump up screens to kill this guy. But I'm like hugging this so he doesn't see me. Because if he's right above you, he's not gonna see you. He's gonna be looking out and he can't see what's directly below him unless he's like literally staring straight down. So hugging the wall. You'll notice a lot of times when I go into doorways like this where there's a ledge, I won't jump. I'll walk along the bottom of the ledge and come out the back way. The other option is just go through rat tunnel. But again, I understand the idea is like, hey, Kyle just called out a 2-shot sandbags, right? But guess where Kyle's at now? He's backed up away from you because he can't fight because he jumped out and took too much damage too early. Now this looks good. I don't know how the other fight didn't turn out, but this is not their VOD review, so. Nice. See how much better things look when we just, like, even though we're not in a match with this guy, but instead of you deciding to hit your own route and go fight B by yourself, you're like, hey, my teammates are this way, and just doing that aligns your timing with Chuck Norris here. And then, like, this is just fantastic Halo. Oh, this is so good. God. And then you're going to split off. Oh, never mind. He repulsed him. Look at that. Look at that. Just one time. And this is how easy it is to break setups and strongholds and teams still get rolled. It's just like one time, everybody decides to go do the same thing at the same time. Like you were all spawned up at the same time. You all hit top mid. I think Kyle was like this way, but it's okay. 3x1, whatever. Like we all crushed this way and then we crushed this way. And now we're going to be trip capping them. And now Chuck Norris is putting pressure on their spawners. And see, it's so much easier to collapse backwards now because we have numbers. That's all fine. They're actually waiting to reset, which is interesting. We'll see if that works out for them. You could also tell I talk a lot about like lines on the map. This guy's a little too early. This guy's a little too late. This guy's like right in the middle. Of course, my camera changes. But like for their team, like he needs to be even with this guy, and they all need to be even with this guy. But instead, they are a little staggered. Looks like it all works out for them though. I would say though, like my idea flow wise is like, hey, we've got 2 zones. The zone that we don't have is A, and if you guys are just putting pressure towards A, we're either gonna meet them and like fight them to the death, and then we have to reset. Like they can't push forward because they're one shot or they're dead or they're traded out, which is all good for us because we're still scoring. And it seems like you have that idea, but you'll see like there's a whole lot of like just hanging out by Diabolical here. So like what you did is exactly what I like in Strongholds. We trade this out. This guy's off the map. We're still scoring. But the problem is our other teammate stood still and he let them put the pressure on him. And so he doesn't get a trade. And now we're fighting back towards things that we already have. Kyle might win the fight over there. Oh, he's not Diabolical, by the way. He's Dabaholic. That's my mistake. Oh. Unfortunate that your teammate doesn't turn and fight with you. At least, like, from my point of view, this is still a mistake on you, even though technically you get a trade out of it, but, like, dead space, like, there's so much area of the map that we're running through that we don't have any cover. Like, I spawn mud, I'm going to jump nest. You have a better line of sight to fight for your teammate here, but more importantly, again, we can get back green more safely, and we can definitely capture green from back here, but you're fighting from the front of green. Like, just put your body in spots to be more protected, especially now. Like, he backs off, so you have a chance. You have an opportunity to, like, be safe, but you choose to run to the front. I guess it's just a little bit of a relaxing, if that makes sense. Like, you're just a little too comfortable and think, yeah, no one's going to push me here. This is good. This is really good life. Like, there's a lot going on here. First off, like, look how bad things look right now. Both of your teammates just died in front of you, and there's 2 people standing in your way. But because you just set nest, like, you choose not to go out and die, you're like, okay, they're going to have to push me or nade me out. You don't just, like, try to do... So many players will get here and be one shot, and they'll be like, well, at least I can go out swinging. I can, you know, jump up and down. I can shoot something, jiggle peek, whatever, and they die. But because you just opt to be like, okay, I'm going to sit here forever, and if they want to push me and kill me, then they can push me and kill me, but I'm going to get my shields. You kind of miss this, which is whatever. Like, you could have killed this guy. But you get damage there, you target switch again. You're even still involved here because you know that's the last guy. Like, this was really good. Now we're in A. We should know, yeah, they're spawning towards the dummies. Looks like elbow. And now we're just holding space way too long. So think about, like, transition time, like what they're doing. They're going to be standing in the zone for 10 seconds. And you could already be playing for the next play. Instead, you're waiting on someone to walk to the bridge. But, like, if you're faster about this, you can get up to here, slide to here, you can get elbow, and, like, as they're leaving the zone, you can finish off whoever the last guy is here, and then you can just start the next zone. But now you're going to be behind on the timing. Which maybe the call is to just set and hold at this point. And if that's the case, then whatever, it's fine. We have to kind of hold at this point because we're so late. See what happens, though, when we hold, we just get collapsed on like crazy. And, like, imagine if all of this happens. Like, this whole thing plays out. And like right now you're just going this way and going this way, and this guy doesn't spawn here because you're here, and then like they all go towards B, but oh, you're backcapping C behind them, and now they don't know what to do. I don't like Strongholds is so weird to me because I feel like everyone I see in matchmaking plays the exact opposite in Strongholds how they play every other game. Because every other game I can't get them to stand still at all, and like, you know, oh, here's a ball, they won't pick the ball up. Oh, here's a here's a hill, we can stand near the hill and like fight together. No, they just take off running and go all over the place. But in Strongholds, for whatever reason, they just want to stand still. They just want to babysit two zones. Is it a team nade? No, it's an enemy's nade. It really sucks. Yeah, you could have also got mud and got behind them, like anticipated that they were going to be coming from the bridge. There's a bunch of options. Now the team is just going to stagger like crazy. Really lucky to have lived through this. Yeah, you killed Camo, you got another kill, like, things are looking good off that life. I feel like fighting up nest is so hard. Like, it's such a foreign concept to me because everyone wants to shoot their gun, and I'm not saying that, like, shooting your gun is a bad thing, but to me, I'm like, don't give them any information until the last second. Like, until I'm fully committed to fighting them, I try to, like, not expose myself. So I'm coming here and doing what you did, except for I'm hitting this little slide here and, like, trying to get this way. And then I can decide, do I want to go mud or do I want to go, you know, through pillars or whatever. But, and obviously you've got some jumps here and you've got elbow. Like, there's a whole lot of access to see if that's what we're playing for. But the second I come up here and start shooting, I'm just going to get weak. And if there's more than one here, like, the way that this plays out is either, hey, there's one guy, it's a 50-50 fight, and he sees me, and he just backs up, and now I can't do anything. Or I walk around through here, and there's 15 people, and I'm just going to die, so I have to back up myself. So I just feel like going to the route that I'm going to get exposed just never works out, for me anyways. But, I mean, you play it about as well as you can. Oh. Take a whole lot of unnecessary damage, though, and just can never get your shields back. So you're this first spawner. Obviously, there's a sniper coming up. The 2v2 right now, so we can play for sniper. You did take a better route through sandbags this time. Yeah, like, shots here, right? Like, put your shots here or whatever. You're just walking out and telling people, hey, right here I am. Yeah, try to be a covert agent and not so much of a guy who's just running out and trying to die. Get a trade out of this. I'm trying to think, like, is there anything that I would have done differently here? I mean, it's a 2v2, so going for sniper I think is completely reasonable. I mean, if it's me, I'm probably, like, heading, like, sneaky and, like, trying to get my timings back with my teammates because I'm so far ahead now. Like, they're just all the way in A, so, like, you're very far ahead of where the group is. But not saying it's, like, the worst play. Like, you get a trade, we do lose sniper. Yeah. This guy's in no man's land. Now you guys should feel super strong, and we're kind of backtracking through the area that we already have. I don't know why no one wants to just go this way. Like, if you watch my team scrim, we always just, like, we're just running this way all the time on live fire strongholds. And, like, right now I see this, I'm like, oh, we got 3 people, bro. We're just cruising on to C, and you guys are like, actually, we've already got B, so we're just gonna backtrack to B. It seems weird to me. And like, imagine if we had just went forward, how, like, this guy might have just turned his game off and quit and been like, dude, there's 3 people just showed up right in front of me. I don't want to play anymore. And you guys would have got all the MMR back or CSR or whatever because he just quit his game. Like, it still works out. It's just like, I feel like there's a more direct, easier path to what happens. It's a good angle isolation. It's a good life. Again, we got kills. I just want you to be aware, like, you are ahead of the line now, right? Like, we're 2 alive. You 2 are like the only 2 that are going to play for each other, and you're both heading off into different directions. I think a lot of just like understanding when your teammates are, like, when you're at numbers advantage versus disadvantage and trying to play near your teammates is a big thing. Matchmaking games, I never get a team that understands script capping. Yeah, that happens a lot, and that's why I said I'm probably the worst person to talk to you about trip cat or like strongholds in matchmaking, just because I feel like no one wants to play matchmaking the way that most high level teams play it. They just want to stand still. Guys will literally argue with you and say you're throwing the game because you're moving. Yep. And again, it's like, this is not on you. Like, this guy's already here, but it just shows like how staggered our team is. Like, there's no perimeter, there's no line. Like, one teammate's dead, the other teammate just died. Like, even though you and Kyle are playing together, Kyle's already ready to go out big door before you spawn. Like, no one is like waiting for each other. Yep. And so because of that, they're just getting like the most free collapses ever. Oh, we get a good spawn. Wow, Kyle was definitely tilted there. I'm not even really blaming this one on you. It just kind of, yeah, I probably. You didn't have any grenades. Kyle runs forward and just doesn't get a melee trade. It just kind of sucks. I think going B is fine. I think Kyle was too early to go B. I think you guys needed to go at the same time. See, like, things are working out well for you because you chose to go back green. Again, I don't know if Kyle's back yet, but like, if he just like says, hey, I'm not gonna stand here and shoot on the bridge, I'm gonna get here together, then you guys clear this together, like, we 100% cap this. I think you're also like maybe a little too committed, which I get the idea. And honestly, some of this is just a mechanical flaw, like you just missed your shot, which happens. Well, this sucks. Chuck Norris hasn't been moving for like 5 seconds. Oh, that's big. Oh my god. Oh, you almost got him. Oh, you have the opportunity to go mud. Oh no, you're gonna go. Oh. Yeah, I think a lot of times you just need to think about your routes and like not take the most obvious route. Like you're going from A to sandbags and from B to nest like over and over. And if you start thinking about like less exposed routes, you're going to be more successful in some of these. Like this ends up working out. You do reload too early here. Let's do a quick reload check for Goofball here. Got 9 bullets. Do we need to reload with 9 bullets? Tragedy. Yeah, no walls smacked yet. I've been smacking too many walls lately. Oh, this guy's just gonna be a rat, isn't he? No. It's so tragic too, because like he was one shot and he just has a repulse. And that's probably the game. Or close to it anyways. Wait. I think Dabaholic might have been hitting the dab here because yeah, he was camo. Notice that Dabaholic just ran from pillars and went to nest, and we don't have B. Like he already had the hard part done. He could have been back green this whole time. And he went to nest. I don't know. Very confused. Again, fight from sandbags to B. Like all of this probably just works out. He gets an overkill to end the game. If we just go this way. Like we have both zones. Or we have A and we have A and C, so fighting for B is the right thing, but if we just go this way, like where we're safer, then we can get back green, and like they have to go to A or C. They don't have a choice to stand still at this point. Again, I also, like, I'm not complaining about fighting with the teammate. It's just the teammate kind of threw his life away. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. So I'll pull up recharge just for the example, but yeah, so the idea here, and of course I just clicked whatever. Let's say that the other team has the ball and they're in a, you know, a whatever, a pretty standard C kind of setup. Ball guy can be wherever. I don't know. Let's say he's standing long haul. It doesn't matter. So you're the first spawner. So the first spawner can't go forward. Like we don't want to go straight ahead. We want to take a really long perimeter, preferably away from the objective. Obviously, some of this is all just based on like the timing of, you know, how much time do we have left in the match? If there's 10 seconds left, we kind of got to do what we got to do. But first spawner goes wide. As the second guy comes up, he can go slightly less wide because he's trying to connect with the first spawner. And now you two are like together. say over here, and now your third spawner doesn't have to go as wide at all. Like he can start to go more up the map. And then the fourth spawner can just go straight. Like he doesn't have to take any weird angles. He can just go straight ahead because everyone's ready to fight. So it's just like understanding when is my team ready to fight versus, you know, trying to get there too early. So I'm not seeing a whole lot of, like, you're playing like you're the fourth spawner every time or the third spawner. Like you're always really fast into the fights. You're never like taking your time and trying to be in line with your teammates. Like the longer that you take when you're early, the more time you give your teammates to get into better positions. And then once your teammates are in better positions, then we can start to make something happen. But if we are early, then we're just hurting everyone because, you know, we're going to die before our teammates are ready to fight, or we're going to get weak and then they're going to go try to fight, but we can't fight because we're weak, if that makes sense. All right. Abel, hopefully you're here. If you are, we can take a look at this. Yeah, cool. Okay. So yeah, I see you guys won in like 2 straight rounds, but looks like you were kind of negative, so we can focus more on you and less on the teammate stuff. We can kind of bring up some of it as we go. I'm not, again, you'll notice I'm not a big stickler for openings, like do whatever. I will say though, like if you're gonna come out bridge, just full commit, like full send it, like off the opening. Just get down to camo. Don't like try to look at it and then kind of, oh, I changed my mind. Just if you're gonna go mid map, the way I like to describe openings to everyone is like the whole map is unclaimed. Like everyone is here and everyone's long haul. So everything in the middle map is free. And a lot of times, even worse teams, I think the lore knower is in here, so he can speak to you about how we played Shopify Rebellion one time on Recharge. And we came out and we 4-deaded them and got camo immediately. And it's because openings are random. Like it just so happened to work out that we killed everyone and we got camo. We obviously lost the game. But it's because there's so much space that's unoccupied. So we want to push this line as far back as possible. So if all of you guys want to just come here and hit white and kill somebody and go, like that's completely fine to me. Biggest suggestion is just go until you see resistance and then get into a fight and see how things work out. And if you're going to take something, just keep going until you get to whatever you want. So if you want camo, then go to camo. And like my C opening, I like come here and I go this way and I'm like looking and I'm like, okay, is there a fight? No. Okay, I'm going to camo. Is there a fight? Yes. Okay, I'm going to fight. Same thing with A. Like if I were to come out this way, it would be like, okay, I can get here. Is there a fight to take? Yep. Okay, let's take the fight. If not, I'm just going to the objective. And that's normally how I just think about openings. And I say all that with the fact that openings, again, sometimes work out, sometimes they don't. So the game starts to stabilize after the opening. So we talked about this a little bit before, like, yeah, exactly. There's nothing set up. The map is just completely random. So just do whatever you want, and if it works out a lot, keep doing it. If it doesn't work out, try something different is normally my suggestion to anybody. So you're never going to get to CJ here. So just don't even try to get to him. Like you two should be like considering this, like, hey, we're the first 2 spawners. And my opinion, at least on heal and on oddball, is the ball's in the center. We want to control gold. So we want to get the area around the hill or objective. And then we want to work our way to the objective. So if you two just spawn up here and like hit pipes together, I'm really happy. If we get to here and CJ's like, hey, there's a one shot and we can turn and kill the one shot, that's great with me too. But I wouldn't be like going out this way. Like it feels good to shoot at the objective, I understand, but like you see they control the area around the objective and we just die, which we don't know camo's there and everything. But if you two just go in here, like they have to take a close quarters fight with 2 of us together. And this is, again, this is a team match, so I can't give you the excuse of I don't know where my random teammate's going. You can just say, hey, come with me. Let's hit pipes. Let's hit pipes. Let's hit pipes. And then you guys go. And you just, again, go until you meet resistance. And then if these guys hop on the objective early, that's great. You guys can fight them. If they don't and they meet you in this hallway, well, you've got 2 people coordinated here. The other option is, like, if you really want to help your teammate, like, you can just slide out this way. I think in general, though, like, the more that we can avoid getting on the opposite side of the map of the objective, the better. Because what's going to happen here, at least in my prediction in my head, is you guys, I mean, obviously we just got 1 death. You went over here and died. You guys are going to end up spawning, like, on this side of the map because they're going to start leaving these areas and they're going to get the objective and start moving around. And maybe not, because this guy kind of stays white. Yeah. When I was with TLF, Infamy's team, we were really focused on, like, start playing for yourself more. Like, you need to help your teammates, but you also need to make sure that you're doing the play that, like, wins the game more. So, and also trying to live and whatnot. Let's see. All right, so we don't spawn C, but we do spawn long haul, and they do have the objective. So it was almost right.
Enemy has the ball. Ball drop.
Complex is a little early, but I think he got some comms that somebody was weak, so that's all fine. This is all fine. Like, you're putting someone between the ball and yourself. You can be more critical of yourself here and say, like, do I have to be out on this ledge to shoot these guys? And right now the answer is yes. But, like, as you start to kill this guy, you should be backing up. And in fact, I would be shooting him and backing around the corner anyways, because there's 2 of them. But, like, this is fine. And then, like, we know there's a guy here. We also know the open spot on the map is A. You can actually see this too. I don't know if you saw it in game, but that guy just spawned in front of you. So, like, if you just back up and, like, hold your space, it's more about isolating yourself so that they can't fight you from multiple angles. And, like, I think a really good spot to normally stand once we get some more control, like, if we have a C setup with the ball, like, have ball guy back here or whatever, or checking pipes, you can have a guy here, and then your third guy can be, like, all the way out here, or he could be, like, even over here, which is, like, really exposed, but they almost never check this. So they'll run out batteries, or they'll run out this way, and you just start getting shots in people's back. You do get backed up, but you see you take a load of damage.
Enemy has the ball.
I think I need to start some kind of topic too, of where I describe, like, do we have firm control of this? Like, do we actually feel safe with the objective in our hands and, like, can set up? And the answer right now, in my opinion, is no. Like, we do have the objective, and I'm not telling us to drop it. But what I'm saying is maybe we should just be here fighting close to our teammates until we can clear more people out, and then we start spreading out. So we want to control the area around the objective, and then, like, as we get kills, we start to spread out. Like, it feels like maybe we're a little too early to get into this setup. And I say all of it because your teammates die, and obviously Complex end up spawning in pipes with you. So we end up spawning away from the objective. But if we're just here, like, fighting together, maybe this all works out better. I don't necessarily think this is a bad play by you, though, either. I think, unfortunately, we just lose fights on the other side of the map.
Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball. Ball drop.
Almost. Could we have done anything better here? It's kind of unlucky that you got hit by the grenade. You do as much damage as you can, so. So now, like, we got a bunch of kills. Yeah, I think maybe you're a little too early is the only thing. Like, as Risk dies, maybe you could just argue, I need to just set on this box. But you say all that with like complex in the middle of the map too. So technically both of you are too early. Again, if we draw an imaginary line around the map, like you two are about the same distance from the enemy, but this guy is like nowhere near the fight yet. So ideally, like complex is just hanging out, waiting on him, and probably like as he spawned here, he should have just went long with you because you're the first two spawners. You guys double up long, and you guys can push together. Like it's going to work out because your timing is slightly aligned with your teammate, but we're like risk isn't involved at all. And then whoever this is the sub tonight. Like obviously can't get involved in this either. So you could either hang out here, which is dangerous because of the grenades. You can hang out here. You can hang out behind this box. You can hang out in this corner. I say all that with like complex is too early to the fight. Again, if he wants to go this way, maybe he can like hit this route and like get the single stack. So you are definitely too early, but I also don't know what else to tell you. Another thing that you could do here is just not fight into C this way. You just double up pipes. You'll hear like almost everything I talk about with breaks is like, can we double something up? Like, can we put two guns and stack them together and shoot things at the same time? And if the answer is yes, normally the best idea is to do that, especially when our timing's like not right. Like if we have everyone here, like there's a guy pushing white, there's another guy here with you, there's a guy pushing from A, like we're all collapsing at the same time, then it's fine if we go from a bunch of different angles. But if we are like kind of staggered, then I would prefer for you to just hop down here and you two hit this together. And that also gives you two some time to like, if someone shows up, you two can handle them at the same time. You give your teammate some time to get up the map too.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
But again, it all works out, so it's whatever. It's just because you're early, you're the one who's going to get bad stats out of it, right? So, does anyone pop quiz know what I would tell you to do in this situation? We've got 3 people alive. We have the ball. We just killed 2 people. We got a ping on another person. Like, what should you do here? Yeah, create space is fine. The answer I'm going to say is just do whatever you want. Like, literally do whatever you want at this point. It's a 4v2. We know where one of them is. So you can like be like a playmaker. This is a 3x1 as well. We got 3 people together. You're the one. Do whatever you want. If you want to run into pipes and force them to all spawn long and then say, hey guys, we're forcing them long, we're going to pinch them, or force them to all spawn A, like flip the spawn, split the spawns or whatever, we can do that. If you want to just run straight out into the middle of the map and fight this guy, whatever, that's fine. He's one shot. Doesn't look like we'll get there quick enough. If you want to slide out here and just start shooting across map, all of that is fine to me because we have huge numbers. We have the luxury to do whatever we want at this point. But like, if you want to force the win, like you need to start thinking about, okay, all my teammates are long. Where do I want them to spawn? We spawned A. Do we care if they spawn A when we got the ball back C? Not really. Again, the farthest spot to spawn is like red pipes. But if you just go this way and like start hurting them, because you should know, I think I've talked about triangles a bunch. Teammates here, triangles that way, right? So we know at least one of those is going to spawn there, and they're going to squad spawn. Like as you get here, the second guy will probably be spawning with his teammate. You can get behind them. But then you're going to split them because the rest of the guys are going to spawn A. Like the guys that we're killing now, they're going to start splitting into A after that. But what you're doing is kind of like condensing that space back that we already had, right? Like we had a bunch of space and now we're kind of going back towards our teammates. So think about that too. Like, do I need to go towards my teammates in this case? No, I can go this way and do something else, right? But the other part of this is like, you're very exposed here, right? Like no cover to play around. Like if you want to shoot those guys, then shoot them from here. Shoot them from the doorway, or go this way and shoot them this way. Whatever you do in this case, as long as you don't die quickly, is going to cause a whole lot of annoyance for them because we have so many people crowding the ball that we can cross map freely, and anybody who's shooting at us is people who aren't pushing the ball carrier. So if you go here, I would just say stay inside the doorway so that you have an escape route. Like right now, you have no escape at all. You can't, like, there's nowhere to live, right? Like maybe you can get to this box, but you can do the exact same amount of damage from right here. Similarly, again, like I think going this way is really annoying for them too. Or just, like I said earlier, just run straight into pipes.
The lead. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Little unlucky.
Ball dropped.
Teammates are very, very condensed right now, so it's kind of hard. Like, it's good on them that they're going to be able to fight together, but it's also we don't know where people are going to be at.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Flex pinging the ball a whole lot is weird. Could we have done something better here? Again, your teammates are already in their fight. You get a kill. So it's a 3v4 right now.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
I mean, it's just like you don't win your fight, which is whatever. You also take like a weird angle and don't check first. Playing for camo seems fine. Yep. Sacrifice yourself for your camo teammate. That's all good. Yeah, I mean, I like that play a lot. Unfortunately, camo guy dies. All right. Spawn near the ball. Whew. I think we talked about this some, at least with your team. Is like, I want to pick up the ball. Where should I go with the ball? The answer is towards one of my teammates. So Complex is there. Risk just died there. You can also argue it's like not the time to pick up the ball because Risk just died. But if I'm going to pick up the ball, I'm just going to throw it down in the pit and go live with Complex. So just understanding that, like, you don't ever want to take the ball into an unknown area unless we know that they're 4 dead or whatever. Kind of just give them some free ball time here. Keys is too early. Okay, trade. I think like you kind of telegraphed that you're coming because you throw the grenades. But if you knew, oh man, now I gotta find the kill feed again. If you knew there was guys there, I also understand why you're like thinking throw grenades. You get a trade out of it.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped.
Gonna luck out here. I like that you're re-challenging. We've talked about that a couple times too. Like you're really good at like helping your teammates even when you're weak. You don't stand in corners, which is a good habit.
We have the ball.
Yep, so you're kind of a center player on the setup now, so you just need to get into the map, start shooting your guns some. Nade yourself a whole lot. Probably thought that was a frag grenade. A little unlucky. Some mechanical slip-ups. Here's a good example too of like, we're 2 dead. Teammate just died. I'm gonna keep preaching it until you guys start doing it. The only thing you should be worried about is your teammate right now, so you two hit something together. Now, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I figured you thought you were throwing a frag. So 2 people dead, in my opinion, like, the best thing for you 2 to do would be to go this way together, but you're the second spawner, so your job is to just go with him. So whatever he decides to do is what you should do. But instead, we're gonna split off and head in our separate directions, like 2 people that met, you know, and said, "Hey, what's up?" And, "Alright, I'll talk to you later," and we're just going off, living our lives in different areas. I like that you're a little slow playing it. Like, it all works out. You see, like, now Complex is in. And maybe you guys called, like, hey, let's split up this way. Spending a little too much time cross-mapping here. Like, if you can just get in, especially if you know this timing with, like, Complex is coming up the stairs, then you 2 can double-team this guy. But now you have to back up, so Complex dies. We get camo during all of this, so it's, like, whatever, but we do have some opportunities to, like, just be a little bit more efficient with teamwork. Nice. They're 3 dead. You can hop on the ball. Oh, don't jump. Can you get around the corner? Yeah, nice. Yep, so now, like, your whole goal is just stand between your teammates and kind of just look at something. Like, I would feel comfortable jumping up here and just peeking and then dropping back if they start throwing grenades or shooting or whatever. Or you can stand at this doorway and, like, look at bridge. Like, don't spend too much time, like, looking at the wall here. Like, get some info for your team on where people are at. Risk is going on an adventure here. Like, this is gonna get really silly. This is not Risk's VOD review, but he's just hanging out, and guess where they're gonna start spawning at? Which, I mean, again, if your guys' idea, like, high-level team, hey, we're gonna split spawn them and go push them, and, like, you guys start pushing and then he starts shooting in the back, by all means. I don't think that that was the thing that was called here, though. I think he just, like, started taking an adventure, like a side quest, but forgot about the main storyline, so he ends up putting a bunch of them in between you and them. Could have been really bad. Doesn't seem like it's gonna, like, cause any issues, but you can see, like, how your position on the map matters a whole lot. Nice. Yeah, solid round. I don't see anything too, like, egregious. Again, some timing things, some just, like, playing your life a little bit better stuff. Nice kill. It's good. I've learned, like, the best way for me to play around the shroud screen almost is always to just, like, literally, like, peek, like, live in the edges of the shroud screen. Oh, I'm getting shot from here, I go inside. Oh, there's a guy inside, I go back outside. And, like, you just keep going in and out of the shroud screen and you can, like, pretty much live forever. But if you start getting too far out or you start getting in the middle of it, then you start getting chased around. Again, we're not gonna harp too much on the openings. Oh, wonder if that was calmed or not, but there's definitely a guy here. Again, off my spawn, I'm probably just heading straight to pipes and, like, trying to connect with my teammate. But staying A is not a bad thing either. We missed a comm or something, or they didn't comment. All works out, so maybe you just knew you had the timing to kill both of them. Is there anything better that we could have done here? Get a kill, get another kill. I would say, like, if this is my team, after I got those 2 kills, I'm still anchoring A because I want us to have, like, this whole perimeter. Like, I want them to spawn C, I want us to get the ball out. And as you see, we've got 3 teammates around the ball. Like, you're kind of on the edge. Your job is to just anchor these spawns and make sure that no one gets through here. So as you kill this guy, this is fantastic. You kill this guy, this is great. I'm just going back bottom A door and just like holding this cross, grabbing these stickies and just like focusing on this while one of my teammates get the ball out. So there's definitely a lot of times that I've seen with you, like you're on the edge and you choose to give up our space to drift back towards our teammates. And you should really only be doing this as we start to lose numbers. Like as we start to go down numbers, we should start to drift back together. But as long as we're still up numbers, we should like hang out like really far apart and just like put as much pressure on the map as possible. So like get those 2 kills, come hang out here on this bench and just stare at this and let whoever these guys are grab the ball because they're getting the ball anyways. So, but that's more small talk for the team too. Is like who's supposed to be getting the ball right now, and generally it's the people that are closer to the ball. Like you had a very clear job, in my opinion, of just like holding the A space and like making sure they're not spawning there. You also make the game simpler on the whole team whenever you do that because people just know, oh, well, they're not coming from A because Notorious is there. So they can just focus on C. They don't have to guess like where people are coming from. This is good. Condense back towards your team. Nice. Yeah, really good. Get absolutely destroyed by a grenade. Wow. Oh, okay. Just flew up straight under your feet. Unlucky. That was a good nade by that guy. Keys is committing the cardinal sin. I don't... Was it your grenade? Pretty sure he throws it in the doorway. Yeah, he just threw it in the doorway. You can see how like everything Keys is doing, which I know he's the sub, so I'm not going to harp on him too much, but you can see like everything he's doing here is not helping us at all. There's like a whole lot of bad here. So first, again, like Risk is too early. He's going to go in. Keys is hanging out shooting top white. And now, like, as you get in, Complex is too early. Like, you, and again, this is small talk stuff that you guys can bring up together, but it's also something that you, now that you're in here, can say, hey, I see these things happening in game. Yo, stop shooting white. Let's just go. Let's go away. Go away. Go away. Hey, CJ, you're too early. Wait up. I'm 2 seconds behind you. Like, you got to start filling in some of those gaps in the comms. Like, if you want like the whole team to get to the next level, like you can make the game easier on them too if you're like behind them and reading this stuff. Like as you're in transition, like you're kind of watching all the bad plays unfold yourself. You're like running here. Hey, Risk, wait up. Don't push yet. Wait on me and wait on us to get the other side. Yo, Keys, stop crossing. Let's hit A together. Or we don't even have to hit A. We can just run straight out and like try to get our timing back in with our teammates. Because again, we're late spawners. If you guys just went this way, I'd have been fine with that too. If you guys jumped out that door, like shot this guy back and just got in here, got timing back with CJ, and then like as I said, as you get here, telling him, hey, you're a little bit too early. Hey, what's up, homie? Hope you're doing all right today. So some stuff that you can add to your repertoire, like beyond just like playing, you can also add some of the small talk stuff that'll help your teammates out. But like it's just people keep saying that they like bait and switching, and I'm like with every team I've ever been on, I'm kind of the opposite. I don't like to bait and switch. I would rather us like round this corner at the same time, like and overwhelm this guy. Like, oh my god, there's 2 people shooting me, and he's just dead. Than for him to come in and then you guys like convey your belt. Now, CJ did do 1 or 2 points of damage to this guy, so you can still kill him. I'm not telling you can't, but if you two hit this doorway together, things look so much better. And CJ needs to be better at like looking and saying, oh, okay, Notorious isn't here yet, and like just making sure everything's clear around him. Okay, he's ready. And then you go, like whenever you're early, it's almost your job to sit here and watch your teammate and let your teammate get even with you, and then you start running in. But on the other end, I can't let you off the hook either because small talk can go both ways. Again, you can just be like, hey, slow up, slow up, slow up. And again, Risk was just off in Narnia doing whatever during all of that. And Keys was also off hanging out by himself.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Yeah, this is good. You're the third spawner, so you're taking the opposite perimeter. Again, I wouldn't, like, unless this guy is like a platinum player, sorry for any platinum players in the chat, he's not going to peek and like let you kill him. So just don't even worry about shooting him. Like, just take this perimeter. Like, take all of this space. We want to like wrap the map to where we're all pushing at them at the same time. With the exception of, like, obviously if he's standing out here, you can shoot him as you're going, make him weak, and then you can go here, you can check. But and like if we start to get numbers, then you can start going mid-map and like crossing.
Ball dropped.
Yeah, so like we have numbers now, but we're still like holding space. But it's all working out. Like, it's not bad. It's just, can we be more efficient with our play? And like, how much, like, even though things are happening, how much of this are you actually involved in? Like, your teammates get a kill, and yeah, you get an assist here, but that guy was toast either way. Like, imagine if you had just said, you know what, I don't care about any of that, I'm just going this way. This guy doesn't spawn here, he's going to spawn A. So he's completely out of the fight. So you're basically taking a person off the board just by putting your body in the place. Like, this guy is now all the way on the opposite side of the map, but he can still spawn C because we're hanging out in white. Again, I don't know how many times I have to and to be fair, it's not just on you. Like, I hate this room. I hate everything about this place. Like, if you want to learn like space control, just stay out of white. Like, this area just completely, it blocks no spawns and it ruins everything. um so yeah, I'm like shooting. Okay, I'm going here. I'm trying to block these spawns, force them to spawn A, and then we're going to finish this collapse. If we kill everybody, great. I can go back to C, and now I can like watch this cross while my teammates get the ball. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, like, I say all of this and we're still winning the match, so it's not like things are bad, but you know, we can hop on and you guys can play like my team, and you'll see like a lot of these things that we're doing will get way punished harder than what they are. And now Risk is breaking the cardinal rule of like, don't go away from your teammates with the ball. Like, he had the perfect opportunity. Again, like, simple stuff for you guys. Like, if you guys just see stuff like this, hey, Risk, come towards us. Like, we're here. Like, you should never, unless you're about to play the ball off the map, you should never be walking to an area where your teammates are not at with the ball, unless they're 4 dead. If they're 4 dead, do whatever you want. But if we're here, my teammate's here, I'm just throwing the ball this way. Even if I can't get, like I know there's a guy just standing long haul, like beaming, so I can't cross. Like, I'm still just throwing the ball at you, and I'm just going to do my best to get my shields here. But like in this case, he had the perfect opportunity to just get to A. But he turns around and starts going back into pipes. But maybe his goal is to create a diversion so we can get camo. Spending like a little too much time just hanging out here. Like, where are we at? The teammates gets camo. Like, get your shields and just go follow these guys up. Or if you don't want to do that, I'm completely fine with you just running and doing something random on the map, like trying to take space somewhere else. Because we're going to double this up, but you just hang out like too long. Like, you're looking at that too long, and you see the timing's off now. Like, you had the opportunity, and some of this is like being a little bit hard on you. But if you want to get to like that next level, like, you have the opportunity right now after your teammate gets camo to move, but we're spending too much time looking. Like, you can go this way, you can go this way and start fighting. Like, you have the opportunity to get to like grapple before this guy turns the corner. And if you get here and he starts shooting at you, then obviously you can go, hey, Gung Ho Fearless, hope you're doing all right. We used to play a whole lot, still see you in matchmaking a bunch. Not sure if you're in my Discord or not, but hop in my Discord if you aren't. So just hanging out for too long.
Enemy has the ball.
And now like everyone dies around you too. Like you're doing a whole lot of like just looking for stuff to do, but the plays are being made around you on the map. Fine with this. And as I said, you're like a late spawner, so just kind of do what you want. You're taking the opposite perimeter of everyone. So things are looking good in my opinion. You just gotta be ready like as you turn these corners for a fight. Like Suspector will tell you use every door as a stop sign. So like I walk to this door, oh, this is a checkpoint. I need to not run through this door. I need to check. Oh, there's a guy here. Then we can start shooting and then we can make something happen. But you're like not coming in with your gun up ready to go. I can also double up on that and say like you have the opportunity to live here. You just like try to fight the guy to the death. Like I'm just shooting and backing up around this corner and backing up here and like hanging out here. And if he wants to chase me over here, that's completely fine. I'm taking him off the board while my teammates do whatever on the other side of the map. And I can like try to play for a trade. And I say all that with you almost killing him anyways, but like don't like toss a coin and hope that we win. And in this case, it was weighted against you anyways because you were not the like you didn't get the first shot and you still almost won the fight. But put yourself in a position to just be annoying. Like anytime that you get down shields, you need to be looking for like ways that I can extend the fight. Like maybe I can get around the corner long enough for my shields to come back. Maybe I can get around the corner and just be cheeky and like get a grenade or like a double beat down or something random. Or maybe I just waste his time for 5 or 6 seconds that he's not in the fight fighting everyone else. He's over here messing with me when he could be fighting my teammates. This is fine. You're a late spawner, so you're just trying to get through. To the oh, thought we were double hitting him. He was a little slow, but it's still working out. You got the grapple. Like first thing with this grapple, like just jump up here, bat ledge, turn, grapple the ball in, and then those guys are like, man. But it still looks like it's going to work out. They're just putting like no pressure on the map at all. But use the utility too. Yep, I like that you guys are staying within line of sight of each other here. This is good. Like we're down numbers and now your teammates spawn. There are some subtle, very subtle spawn giveaways on this game. Like where's the enemy pressure coming from?
Halfway to victory.
Your teammates spawn to your left, so you can imagine pressure is probably coming from your right. So you could probably be a little more ready for this, but Risk has you covered, so it's all fine. But just something to think about. Nice. Risk is just making everyone's life miserable that comes through long haul. Oh, the third guy wised up and went into glass. But like, you're so safe here. This looks great. I say that, and then like a guy just walks down the middle of the map, so maybe I'm wrong. How did this guy get here? Oh, he just jumped trip stack. Interesting. Somewhat. What's going on? Hey, hope you're doing all right. Thanks for following. Definitely reckless on this life. Like I get camos coming up, but same thing. Like, just play the perimeter. Oh my god! Of course they did. Like either go low and like get here and like start looking at camo. It's just dangerous to jump off of here. A little bit of like timing too, and I bet you're like, oh man, there's a guy behind me. But spawn A, we're a late spawner. Yeah, I definitely seen you around for sure.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
Hostile carrier down.
Nice. So like that guy was isolated, so I understand the cross mapping. Once again, like the idea is like as we turn these corners, we want to be ready to shoot. So we don't want to be reloading like as we're walking into an unknown area. Like if your teammate's right in front of you, it's whatever, but you want to, reload, stop sprinting, turn the corner. Okay, is there somebody here? Nope. Okay, I can sprint. Oh, there is somebody here. We can fight. But you're gonna get caught reloading.
We have the ball. Nearing victory.
And again, all of this is being said with like we're still dominating this game as a team. So it's hard because we don't know that there's guys here unless we got some comms from, I think this is Risk. Should make this the cover of one of his VOD reviews. It's kind of silly. If we got comms that they're like pushing this way and we spawn close to our teammates, it's a pretty big indicator that we're getting pushed from both sides, because if they're pushing you, you would have spawned like way far out here.
Ball dropped.
You got the ball out though, so it's all fine.
Enemy has the ball.
Yep, I like you taking the opposite path here since we've already got two people over there. This is a really big trade for your team. I mean, it doesn't work out because they lose their fight on the other side of the map because they're too early. Like, again, you guys are a team, so I can harp on this stuff. Risk is too early to this fight. Like, he should not be here getting shot by these people yet. He needs to be here waiting on Complex, and they both need to be waiting on you to like take this opposite perimeter. And you take like a risky perimeter, but I understand it because you're trying to align your timings with your teammates. But like ideally what happens here is they get ready to push as you come and fight the white guys, because your job to fight these guys is to distract them, like so that they can't cross your teammates. But Risk is too early on the fight, and so he takes a load of damage, and now they're both one shot. So even though you win your side of the map, they can't win their fight because they're too early. So like the play you made is correct. The play your teammates made is just like, it's correct, but it's early. Like they've got to be a little bit more, like Risk is too early for CJ. If they both hit it at the same time, maybe it works better. What do you think, Warren? Who are you should know? Do you want to play?
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
If you want to play,
We
we'll
have the
play.
ball.
Yep. Again, same thing. You just keep, like, we're at least coming up with a couple good talking points from you here. You keep collapsing your space back together when you don't have a reason to. Like, we're still fine on numbers. Again, I don't know what's going on with Complex here, but he's in the middle of the map. But like, we spun here, we have the ball. You don't have to come and condense all this space. You got two teammates here. Like, just feel comfortable holding like across for them to make sure that people can't push them. And they can, if things start going bad this way, they can start moving the ball towards you. But now, like, as we all get here together and we huddle up, it's hard for us to say to move the ball this way because we don't know. We don't have people on this side. But maybe we're just going to clear a path and win the game. It doesn't really matter. Just a thing for you to think of, like, as you go forward is like, do I need to like push my space together? So I think playing your cover and playing your life a little bit better, and just understanding like flow of like when to condense space. Like, should I be pushing further out? Should I be holding my ground? What should I be doing? A lot of times the answer is to like, keep that space spread out as long as we have numbers. And then once things start to go bad, then we can start to condense down. Not crossing so much, like just take white out of your vocabulary for the most part would be a good thing. I'll share a screen here, but yeah, like, either way is fine.
So, live fire. Let's go for that.
Gotcha. This one up here.
First to reach the strongholds and live fire. I looked at Halo
Whoa.
3.
Okay.
I'm very balanced with kills, assists, and too much damage.
Mhm.
Objectives. So I'm pretty sure Wi-Fi and Stronghold is one of my worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I know how to play slaves really well. I can
Okay. So it's the oddball then, right? Wanna look at?
yes.
Gotcha. Yep. Cool. Move it up.
Nothing wrong with the aim. I still need to work on the aim, but I just need to work on
Oddball.
the decision making. That's really it.
Gotcha. Yeah, well that's great because I am not the best aimer in the world, but can definitely help out with
I,
some of the decision making stuff. So right now it looks like you're Diamond 6, but I think you said you have been Onyx, right? So
yeah, I have
just
touch
for
on it.
context for everybody. Yeah. Cool. So you're already a really decent player. We're gonna get you up a whole lot higher.
Yeah, the whole goal is to hit 1800.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good, reasonable goal too. And yeah, complex. We can look at it. I'm gonna begin with. Also, theater's jacked, so I have to wait on something to pop up before I can change POVs. So we'll go back to your POV after we get to you. Okay, cool. All right, so I recognize a lot of the names in this. Wait, were you stacking with anybody in the Discord or?
These nades was
Okay, gotcha. I saw like
that was it.
Thermogenic and some of those guys. So they're on the other team at this point, then, right?
Oh yeah, man. We whooped them, but
Yeah,
I was decision making is just terrible.
cool.
Round one.
One
Incoming.
thing Rhino talks about is like he just doesn't really care about openings because they're so random. So whatever you do here, unless it's like really egregious, I don't really care. It's like it's whatever. The game hasn't really set itself up yet. Generally speaking, like on the openings, just play for the power weapons or the objective, and then if it works out, great. If not, try something else next time.
Ball drop.
So now we're gonna get into a state where like the game's starting to like reset. Um,
I saw
I,
like
I
QT. I used QT immediately.
yeah, yeah, that's good. It's good to pick up everything you come across. So do you know why you spawn away from your teammates? I'm just trying to get a baseline of like,
So the
yeah,
ball is literally right there. It's literally because
yeah.
and
So that,
everybody's pushing ball,
yep,
and everybody's spread out too. So it's like it's gonna
yeah,
mess up. It's gonna interrupt spawns. So.
yeah. So anytime, just for general awareness, anytime that you spawn like away from your team, it's because your teammates are getting pushed. So keep that in mind. There's enemies between you and your teammates. If you spawn near your teammates, you're normally pretty safe, but in this case, you're spawning away because of that. And you are also correct about the ball too. I don't know if people know, but the ball itself is a spawn blocker if it's not being held. So if your teammate's holding the ball, you'll spawn near him. If your teammate has it at their feet, you'll spawn away from him.
We have the ball.
Do you do a lot of like? Again, I haven't seen like your game, like from first person, like on a stream or something. Do you ever like look at your scoreboard or like count the kill feed
Oh
or
yes,
anything?
that's a habit. Yes,
Okay.
that's a very much habit.
Yeah. So what I like to tell people is like when we're down numbers, we want to play really slow. In this case, we are up numbers technically, but somebody's about to spawn on their team. Uh, Generally, what I'll say in like situations like this is you're never going to get to them before whatever they're doing is resolved. So your job is typically to fight the spawners. So you want to fight their team spawners to keep them out of the battle. If you walk this way, they're most likely going to spawn mud, but we'll see where they spawn at. If your teammate's dying, they might spawn. Yeah, they spawned at screens. It's all fine then. I'll know if I can.
Ball dropped.
So you definitely see this guy.
Enemy.
You switch targets, so you're putting out a lot of damage. It's just there's no one here to clean up the damage at this point, right? I would say like in a team game, if your teammates are still alive, this is fantastic. Like I love that you're shooting and getting them both weak. Like you don't care if you get the kill, you're just trying to get everybody weak. And I guess the other thing is camos coming up. I would say though, with your teammates dying, I would just hard focus on this guy and just kill him.
I was just trying to burn camera.
Yeah, I get the idea here. I just don't think that we have We don't have any
Enemy has
numbers
the
over there,
ball.
and that's not really on you either, right? Your teammates die, so it's whatever.
Ball dropped.
Cool. So you're a late spawner, so
Ball
just
out of
getting up the
bounds.
map fast is a
Ball
good idea.
incoming.
Try not to nitpick like every little thing.
Ball out of bounds.
I will say, so I don't know. I know you've been around the Discord for a little bit, but some of my background is like I played on a bunch of teams. We did pretty well at LAN. I played with Ryanoob for a little bit. Um, Generally, what we would say in this kind of situation is if you spawn near a teammate, just go with your teammate. And I think like you see this guy and you start shooting him. But if you two
Yeah,
like,
I was trying to. I
yeah,
called on Nest. So I'm like,
yeah, if you two like hit this corner, and it's a little bit on these nades too for being a slightly early, but if you guys hit this corner at the same time, then this, this battle looks a lot easier, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And he gets the kill, but he's gonna die, or maybe he lives. And now like he's weak, but you're here, and it's a little staggered. So
And
more like
and
team
also,
oriented. Yeah, go on.
I was trying to go on my left side. I
Uh-huh.
got bumped on a little because I seen what's
Oh,
his name, Renegade.
yeah.
Renegade loves to hug this wall in top mid. So I was trying to
This
do
right
that,
here.
but
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I like this too. And what it does is like when you walk here, it cuts you off to tower, so they can't shoot you from tower. So you can
yeah, that's
isolate
why I
like,
got
is
a
there
snipe.
someone here? Yeah, I really like this too. Like it's a good habit to not like walk down straight down the middle, right? Like you want to control the fight, so you get in this, hug yourself to the wall, and cut that line of sight off. So that's really good. I think there's like a point of no return here too, of like top mids. Like once you get past this, you have to just be ready to fight to the death. So hanging out more around this area gives you an escape route. But they're kind of backing up, so it's not like it's
I didn't know
yeah.
because I was expecting that dude stay like that.
This
That dude sat there and I'm like,
yeah, yeah,
Enemy
yeah.
has the ball.
I could have sat back with nades and
Yeah.
hopefully kill that dude on with the sniper, but I got sniped at that time.
Yep. So we are down numbers right now. So the best tip I can give anyone is like, unless we're in like a critical do or die, they've got 90 seconds situation. The best thing to do is just not even fight the ball yet. Like you can see how bad this is going to look if you walk around this corner. Um, so normally you want to fight like off, like away from the objective right now. And there's no one over here, so it's hard to say go this way. But what happens is because your teammate's dead, whatever we do in a different direction, like if we just take a wide perimeter, go like mud or whatever, your teammate will have time to spawn before you start fighting. So it gives you more time to let your teammate spawn before you get into a fight, if that makes sense. So like going
So you
straight,
saying
yeah,
so you
go on.
saying learn how to take space or learn how to like read,
Yeah, so
give out.
it's a couple things. It's like while we're down numbers, we want to group up and like push something together, but we typically don't want to run straight at the objective because they have more numbers than us. And if both teams play quote unquote perfect Halo, then we're going to lose every time because they've got 4 people and we have 3 people, right? So like if this were me, like my immediate thoughts is I don't typically like going that way. I feel like it's really long. So I'm going to like go here and I'm going to like slide off this and try to get mud and like get this green gun. And I can hit this jump. I don't know if you can or not. That's all fine. You can also just go elbow. But the point is, I don't want you guys to like run straight at the objective right now because
Then
if
then
we go here,
then in
we're
the
just
flank.
gonna die and stagger, right? Because then this guy's gonna spawn as we're dying, and it's just gonna make things worse. But if we go this way and go this way, then his 8 seconds will be up, and by the time we get here, he'll be spawning A or whatever, and then he can just run straight up the map and start distracting them while we hit elbow. So just like understanding, and again, I haven't even seen what you've done here, so to be fair, it looks like you're going to go get a kill, but we'll see if that like amounts to anything. The idea though was just like be patient. You don't have to go early unless we're in like a dire situation. So while we're down numbers, like just pick and choose something. And it looks like you're kind of doing what I'm talking about. I think going up nest is a little dangerous because they're kind of slow. Like if they were just like this guy's got sniper, why is he not just like staring at nest or like up
Yeah,
tower?
yeah, it's
Yeah. So it works out. You catch a timing and we get a kill. It's all fine. But yeah, like take a passive route, like get here, get low, grab the green gun, like be sneaky, and then like as we start to get around here, your teammate will spawn. As an example, hopefully I didn't skip back too far. I did. As an example, let's watch what happens to these nades, because he goes and just runs straight through here, right? Like, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna fight the objective." Never mind, I'm dead. Right, and if he's just mud with you, and you guys are talking together, so this is something that can happen, right? Like if you guys just go this way, we're still alive. We got that kill mud, and we're still here. And now, like, it's a whole lot easier to fight the sniper close range than it is to fight him, you know, long range solo. Oh,
Ball dropped.
jumps a little finicky. Like sometimes I hit it really well, and then other times I bump my head there.
Incoming.
Yeah, that's why I try to crouch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the crouch thing for sure.
I swear to God.
You were doing like the lucid thing, jumping around the around the stairs there. I liked it. Yeah, I don't have any problems at all with this life. Like this is the only thing I'll say is like going just for future reference. If they have the ball C, and you watch any of my gameplay, I never go nest. The only time I'll go nest is if my team is like already like on top of them, right? Like they're already at C fighting, and I spawn B and I'm the last spawner, then I'll just run up nest and try to get here. But if I'm ever early, I'm always like, there's a curb slide you can hit right here, and it'll slide you to pillars, and you can bump this and then just go this way. And the higher you go, the more they're going to be checking nest regularly. So this is just a safer route in general.
The higher level I played against
Ball
hates
dropped.
everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes in matchmaking you can get away with stuff, right? But like all of this is fine. Like you're playing cover, you're running around, you get your shields back before you chow this guy. You try to dip out of the fight. You maybe hang out a little bit too long, right? Like you're one shot before you come out of it. Like I would say, like if you're not definitively winning a fight, or you don't plan on like just fighting it to the death, then just dip out before you even get one shot. Like to me, I'm probably just going like up here, boom, boom, and dropping, or I'm going boom, boom, and trying to run at him and just trade. It's all circumstantial, but you do try to get out of the fight, so it's not like you're just standing there taking the fight to the death, which is good. The general rule is like the old pistola thing is like just shoot people twice and leave unless you know for sure you're gonna kill them. And I'm gonna also blame that on the online Halo blank melee or no melee. It's really annoying.
I heard the XP is something like that. Whatever the name is, like you reload and you melee, you get the fast.
Oh yeah, like BXB. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is slightly faster. I never do it though. Need to talk to these nades, which I know he mentioned too. He wanted to do some coaching. Like he's too early into this fight, and this is a good example. And this is not his coaching session, but just for your reference too, like you see why this is bad, right? Like you guys are too down. He's already out here fighting people.
Yeah, and I was trying to play info or do damage.
Yeah. So anytime I'm down, like it's 4-2 right now. Like there's 4 of them up, 2 of me up. I'm just going like super wide perimeter. Like I'm not trying to fight into the map at all. I'm just trying to get us space, so that now my teammates can spawn here, and now we've got like a full, like a line right across the map instead of us all just being grouped in a corner. So you can still be a little bit productive, and like this is fine that you're trying to help him, but now like he's dead, and so we're a little staggered.
That was nice.
Yeah, again, I'm not really a big mechanics guy, so I'm not gonna harp on this too much. It looks like a little bit too much right sticking to me, but
Yeah, I try to keep it centered. I keep tell myself like just keep it centered best as possible. All the time.
Ball out of bounds.
somehow it just completely
Ball
got
dropped.
away from your POV. Let's find you again.
Honestly, you know,
Oh, are you M and K?
Yeah, I'm MK. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not right sticking. You're just like swinging your mouse a little bit too
Yeah,
much.
Too much. Yep.
What's
I
up
try
with
to
the...
autocorrect. I try to autocorrect all the time.
Yeah. A lot of times on this game, like just leaving your hand still is the best thing to do, right? Because it'll just and like trying to.
Really does.
I guess AD into the
Enemy halfway to
WASD.
victory.
AD. Like just go back and forth and like try to.
Ball
Wait.
I keep my straight basics as best as possible to help my aim.
Yeah.
We have the
You don't
ball.
need, you don't need anything crazy. Just
No.
straight or
No, I never sprint strafe. I have some teammates that sprint
Enemy
strafe.
has the ball. Ball dropped.
yeah, I keep.
Oh, look at this guy being a rat over here.
You see, listen, I got blamed by my teammate too.
We have
Yeah, I
the ball.
don't know what you're supposed to do
He-
here.
no, like he said, pick up the ball. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, again, like the most that I've seen so far, and we've still got a long time, right? There's 14 minutes left in this match, so hopefully we'll come up with some other tips too. But the most I'm seeing so far is most of your lives, before you're 4 up, you're going straight forward. And I just want you to start thinking when I spawn, if we're not even in numbers, I want to go sideways. So pick left or right and go that way. And if you can't choose, generally whatever direction your teammate's in is the best. Because the more that we go straight forward into the objective when we're down numbers, we're just going to keep spawn cycling. And that's really all that's happened so far this match. It's not that you're doing anything like egregiously bad. All your fights have been good. It's just we're getting a whole lot of, like, we're in the fights too early. So our team isn't there to capitalize on our damage.
Enemy has the ball.
And we're getting, like, 2 or 3 people fighting us at the same time.
Incoming.
I feel like
We have the ball.
Yep. Ryan says just take like close range fights, like don't even fight people across the map. Oh, this is a good little flank here. I like it a lot. Nice. Yep, run the ball to your teammates. Throwing the ball, you got sniper, reasonable. I think there's just a whole lot of like everything that you did up to this point is really good. So I'm not going to critique you and say anything's bad. What I'm going to say is like, this was a really good flank that you did. Like you recognize where they're at, you hit them in the back, you basically got 3 people out of the fight. You get the ball here, throw it to your teammates. That's all fine. You got to do something immediately after that. Like, and I think you're like, oh, they're coming from A. My idea is not really to run at them because I feel like we're late to do that. My idea is like, can we get tower, right?
Oh,
Get the
okay.
sniper up to tower. And if we're not going to go tower, that's fine. Can we get nest, right? Nest is the next best thing with the sniper, right? You got some good lines of sight from here too. But the longer that we kind of like go in between here, the more uncertainty that there is in the match. And let's like, again, it's kind of cheating because we're in theater, so we technically have like walls or whatever, right? But they're only 2 up right now. So if you just start drifting this way, they're not going to spawn here. They're going to spawn A. And so you can even get to like elbow. There's like a good spot here too that you can see pretty deep into this direction. And like your whole job here would be like, they can't come this way to the ball. If your teammates are going to hold it at B, then they have like 3 people, hanging out nest, hanging out back green, whatever. Like they have to cover this on their own. Like we all don't need to be huddled here. So this is the part I've been talking to you a lot so far about, like, hey, let's all, get together because we're down numbers, get together, group up, fight together. Now is the other end. We're up numbers. Let's start to spread out and take control of the map, if that makes sense. But there's too much like just hanging around. And B pillars, you're all. If I ever go here in any of my lobbies, I die immediately. I don't know why. Like I can't do anything, and it's like, oh, I've got pillars to play off of. Every time I'm at B pillars, I just
We
die.
have the ball.
And like even with this too, like I like that you're shooting together. Given if we're shooting together, probably best to just both have bandits out. But even with this, if you two just don't peek pillars and just go this way, we can just be like a bulldozer coming around this way. And like if they try to come up this ramp, they're gonna just meet 2 guns as they do, if that makes sense. Whereas now we're like in this just narrow hallway. There's not much that we can. And some of this, again, it's matchmaking. You are playing with these nades, so you two can at least talk a little bit about it. But
Incoming.
I can't expect you like to control what your teammates do. But generally, like you yourself can start to think about like where to go more often. So fun things here. Look at how much like they're pushing towards you guys, which is interesting, right? Like that guy's in big door. There's a guy at B. There's a guy at elbow. and the ball's running towards you. So first, he's making like the dumbest mistake. Who is this? It better not be somebody from my Discord.
Oh, it is. All of them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Who is it? I need to find out who this is.
Ball dropped.
Who is it?
Enemy
Oh,
has the
I
ball.
need to know who that ball carrier is. We'll back up in a second. Sorry. Raker. You're in my Twitch chat right now.
Enemy has ball.
So rule of thumb for a ball carrier too is like never run into an area where your teammates aren't at. And technically, he does have a teammate here, but like I wouldn't even be picking up the ball at this point because
I
my
think he did. I think he didn't predict spawns. That's why.
yeah, yeah. Like we got a guy on elbow, we got a guy at B. So here's a spawn. Obviously, there's a spawn mud. There's a spawn at green, and there's spawns in A. So they're blocking like almost all of the map. So you guys got like the most convenient spawn, but he just runs it straight towards you. We'll see how it plays out.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Oh, again, I like that you're trying to get into cover. It's just it shows too like how annoying it is to take like any cross map damage because what always happens to me is like I put this guy weak and then another guy shows up. It's more though of like the same. Like you are going forward and your intention is to jump up here and then jump to sandbags. What I will say again is we've only got 2 people alive. So in my opinion, the only thing that's like important right now is just this guy. Raker the Knight has been good until I saw you grab this ball and run towards him. But
Wait, info on this part?
yeah, it's just play together. Like me and my old team, like we would just like huddle up together and just push one thing together. So like we only have 2 guns, so we got to turn ourselves into a power weapon, and the best way to do that is to like huddle together. We're also like all spawning in this area, so it tells you that they probably got a really big hold on the map control part. So if you guys just hit this together, and it's like it's hard because you don't make that big of a mistake, but these are the kind of things that like as you start to push higher and higher, it's going to be like more apparent that like, oh, I can't run here and just jump early because we're down numbers because that probably means that they're coming from there. Or even if they're not, like I'm going to jump up here and I'm just going to get into a fight, right? So like try to take the slow winding, like I would if you guys went back in this way, I would be fine with that too. But there is a ball carrier right in front of you, so I'm also fine with you two just like double hitting key door together. And again, it's so minor. It's just like you lose your shields to that guy. And some of it's just unfortunate Halo timing too, so I can't like fully blame you, but being a little more mindful off spawn will go a long way for you, I think. Cool. So I don't know if you've heard me talk about like 3x1s before, but like to me, if I spawn and I see my 3 teammates are closer together than I am to them, it means I'm kind of free to do whatever I want. And generally that means to go on like a flank and like try to make a play. So going back and condensing our space together isn't ideal. And it's all with the caveat that like this guy's running free to your ball. And maybe you're getting comms that they're telling you, hey, there's a guy big door or whatever. Well, what I'm telling you is like right now you have the opportunity to do something else on the map. And we'll see how it works out. Looks like you get 3 kills in a row, so it's not going to be bad either way. And it actually does look like you kind of do what I'm talking about anyway. So nice. Oh, could we have?
I don't know.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to figure out how to go against them. I don't know.
I mean it's tough. Like there's a second guy, so it's hard. I would just say drop like faster. Last Shot does this a lot where he gets on top of things and he just drops off of it like immediately. And it's just a way to make your head harder to hit. But you get the kill. It's just because you're up, you're exposed, right? Whereas we could take the same fight. And again, like some of this is like better anyways if we just go elbow and we get tower and then we catch him running up the map this way instead of like being here fighting him at the same time. But if you just drop faster, then you're able to play around this cover a little bit better, if that makes sense. There's also the idea too, and I think part of this is like, oh, he's running, I'm just gonna go chase him, right? Yeah, and again, I'm not
thinking.
go on.
No, you cool. Sorry. I was thinking just jiggle peek that wall.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You could like jiggle peek from dice. You could also like as you slide here and you see him coming, again, just drop and just be ready to jiggle peek off of this. But again, you get the kill. It's like you do your 25%. It's not like it's a bad thing. Your teammates just have to do their 25% now, right? And win their fights.
Ball drop.
Yeah. Yeah, he does play the ball. Here's another great example of like spawn, and hopefully we'll just drill this into your head. And again, we'll do another match too, and we'll actually do the video editing and stuff on it. I'll send you the files so you can look at them early. But like here's the gist to me is like spawn away from teammates, do something else is basically my general rule. So you need to expect your teammate to play the ball. You're also calming with these nades, so hopefully he's telling you he's playing the ball. And like I'm just going this way. Like, and it
Ooh.
feels so weird, right? Because you're like, the ball is here, my teammates are here. But
Yeah.
whatever's happening with them is going to resolve before you get there, if that makes sense. Like by the time you get here, they're either going to win this fight or they're going to lose this fight.
I do see what you mean. I'm gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, it's going to be weird, right? But the idea is, okay, I'm already setting up for the next play. Like I go here, he's playing the ball. Now, as they start to come back towards B pillars, because they're like their job is run at teammates, skill teammates. Oh, they played the ball and they're going to start running back this way. Now you're already here being annoying to them, right? And like you're keeping them from getting to the ball while your teammates start spawning in A and then they can get to the ball. Or, you know,
That's
you get here, shoot them back, and now
crazy.
you can get the ball, slide, and get into here.
I have seen somebody do that in eights.
Yeah. The general
I'm
rule
trying.
is like if you spawn and your teammates aren't already in a fight, then you know, or you spawn near your teammates, then you fight with your teammates. If you spawn in a situation like this where we're either down numbers or like it's even numbers and you spawn away, then it's time for you to think about next play. Like that's the current play. And again, maybe your teammate will get a triple kill and win the fight and everything will be great for you guys anyways. That means you're already blocking the next set of spawns, right? Like so say you spawn A and you say, well, can't help you guys, and I go this way. And then your teammate gets a triple kill. Okay, now you're here and you're like, oh, they're spawning A, guys. Because you're blocking this spawn. They're, you know, they're at B. And now you can just go and flank them again. Like there's so many outcomes of this that will take you to like I again, I'm not a pro player. Not at all. But like a grandmaster in chess would be thinking like 5-6 moves ahead, right? So it's like this is like, oh, I'm just gonna run and we're just gonna do whatever, trade, or like I'm either gonna arrive here and it's gonna be. I keep telling people the like community meme where Donald Glover's like holding the pizzas. He shows up and the room's on fire or whatever. Like you're showing up with the pizzas and everything's already over with, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Or you go this way and you're ready for whatever comes next, and whether your teammates win or not is on them. But like the two scenarios are well, I guess there's 3 scenarios. One is your teammate makes a huge blunder and doesn't play the ball, and we cry about it, but then that's on him,
That's
right?
one of the questions I want to
Yeah,
ask you. Like that's a scare because it's
yeah,
ranked. It's MMR.
yeah.
Not MMR. MM. Because
CSR, MMR, yeah, yeah, yeah.
if they don't play the ball, and I'm like, what can I do? And the teammates yell at me because I'm not playing with them, and then
Yep,
I'm like, that's why I just isolate. When I'm solo queuing, I don't care. But
yep.
I'm just like,
I'll ask you too.
that's what
The
I feel.
other here's the other thing here. Is he fighting anybody?
No,
Okay, so is he doing anything more for this fight than you are? I mean, he's holding the ball, but like right now it's 3 people running at one guy who has his gun up. So he's gonna die 100%, right? Like he's already admitted defeat. Like he's standing on the ledge, and I mean, you guys can try to talk him off the ledge if you want or whatever. But like he intends on dying here, right? And he's gonna play the ball. Again, if he doesn't play the ball, does something goofy, then that's kind of on him. But the idea to me is like, at least in team environment Halo, it's very clear, oh, we're up ready for the next play, and everybody's already calming that. In matchmaking, it gets a little weird because people are doing weird stuff all the time. But again, the idea to me is, okay, we have to play for what's next. And that's not always the case. Like sometimes you spawn here and your teammates aren't already getting pushed, right? Like you spawn up and your teammates just want to fight. Then it's fine to just come out here and like start getting your gun into the fight. The whole thing though is like if you come out here and this teammate dies as you're walking to the door and then this teammate dies, you're just stepping into who knows what, right? Like there could be 3 people here ready to just kill you, and now your spawns are all cycled even further. So I just want you to start thinking like, and this seems, again, so we've done 5 minutes of this, and I'm sorry I've been like
No,
just
you cool,
talking and
man.
talking.
I'm just sitting. Sitting here is learning.
Yeah.
It's gonna be intriguing editing this video too. On top of that, so.
Yeah. And like I said, we'll do it something else too. But like the idea is every time that we spawn, we need to think like, what are the numbers? You know, are we up numbers? Are we down numbers? Is it even numbers? And where am I spawning in proximity to my teammates? And almost always, if you spawn away from your teammates, it's best to do something else. Like let them do whatever they're doing, and you go and do something else somewhere else on the map. But we'll see how it works out. Again, like this is the other fun part of this is like you have to play the game. So no matter how much we talk about it, like still kind of had to play through the scenarios. Like you get a double kill, I wouldn't have got the double kill. Given we'll like again we'll see how it works out because your teammates, like we don't have the ball at this point, right?
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Looks like it's working out just fine. Which is the other interesting thing too about, again, a game like Halo is like, no matter what I say, like there's a ton of different ways to play the game, and if it works out, like just do what works. But as you get higher, there's a lot of opportunity to just play more disciplined. So either way, like you got a double, you kept one of your teammates alive. Things are still awkward though, right? Like we're not getting the ball. Like we did touch it. I'm curious how like everything kind of fumbled away here for the team.
I feel like they were close there. They should have been spread out. Nobody was spread out.
Yeah, I don't. Did this guy just spawn? Maybe. What's he doing?
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Okay.
We
Teammate
have
gets the
the
ball. Oh, he QT'd away. He QT'd. Okay. And then yeah, you just get stuck here. Yeah, so one thing about everybody being grouped up like that, especially somewhere like bottom mid, is we're not blocking any spawns, so we have no idea where they're coming from, right? Like they just keep
Ball dropped.
coming from a bunch of different angles. Like you were
Yeah,
fighting a
it
guy.
was, I guess.
Yeah. You were fighting a guy dummy door, and then a guy came key door, and like it was just all over the place.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
What is that?
Enemy
What
has
a
the
nade.
ball.
That's oh, I didn't
Enemy
mean to
team
switch to
nearing
Raker's
victory.
Fury. Let's see.
Ball dropped.
I'm really
I heard that
surprised
too.
that killed your teammate too. It's crazy.
Enemy.
Yeah, and so now it's like the scenario of, oh, we have 10 seconds, so there's no real theory here. It's just run forward and hope that things work out, right? Did I? Well, I guess your teammate did kill the guy, but
Enemy has the ball.
no
That's
time
the guy
left.
who was complaining about me too. But you get that out of it.
I mute every random in matchmaking, which I don't know is the best thing or not, but I got up to 1950 Onyx solo queuing with mute, so
I need to calm sometimes.
yeah, I mean it's not a bad thing to calm. I think most matchmaking comms aren't super helpful, if that makes sense.
We have the ball.
Again, opening's all fine. Got sniper. That guy's being ratty. Nice. So we should know, like, they're coming from A. The other thing, though, is, like, we had an opportunity as a team, and again, some of this is like, are we talking or what? But the idea is, like, they're like 3 dead now.
We have the ball.
Like, instead of going this way, have we ever thought about just going this way? And, like, just you can force them to spawn B if we have a guy like here, and then guy's tower. So they'll spawn B, which is farther away from camo, right? And we can force them away from camo, basically, is what I'm saying. While we have numbers, but everything that we do when we have numbers, we only have 8 seconds to do it, right? And 8 seconds starts at random times, right? It's like as soon as somebody dies, you have 8 seconds to do it. So we have to be faster about it. Like, we need to recognize right now, oh, they're 3 dead. Camo's about to come up, and then like just start going this way, and like we can hang out here and make their whole team spawn way away from camo, and then we can get camo for free. One of us. Instead, we're gonna like just give them half of the map. Yeah, but look how much time we have. We get the kills here. It's 4:48, right? And your teammate picks up the ball, but they just now spawn. And what do we have? We have 8 seconds.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, so we have time to make this happen, but you have to do it like as soon as we get the kills. Like as soon as we get the kills, you all got to be like, oh, okay. What do we want? We want camo. So how do we get camo? Well, we make them spawn way away from camo, right? Like they spawn way back here. And your teammates are already like taking the ball tower, so it's like on you or whoever this guy is.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I was not thinking. I should have noticed that they're gonna spawn all around camo immediately because the game is thinking, oh, it's 8 seconds, so
Yeah.
I'm spawning right here.
Yeah, so we're just not taking up like you can see all of us are kind of in one area of the map, right? Is the big thing. So we're not taking up any space or denying them any space. And the best way that I like to describe, let me pull up. Have you seen Game Coach any? You ever used? Okay, cool. So the way that I like to describe blocking spawns or whatever is like making an L on the map. And this is something that 100% you can do as a solo player. So if you split the map into 4 quadrants, and almost every map is basically this simple. Like we have spawns at dummies, we have spawns at mud, we have spawns back green. We've got some spawns like here and here and here. But for the most part, you can think of it as like here's a quadrant, here's a quadrant. Right. There's 4 quadrants on the map that people will generally spawn in. Our whole team is like grouped up into just this one place, right? Like he's here, you're kind of hanging out here. Teammate was down at like B pillars, and I think the other guy was somewhere around here. Whatever. So we are giving them like this and this to spawn at. But the thing that is important to play for on the map right now is camo. So the best way to make that happen, like the biggest spawn deterrent on the map, is to put your body into a position. So if instead of here you go this way, they are less likely to spawn here. They will not spawn here. They could still spawn here, and obviously things can get weird, especially in matchmaking. Is if like it's a good example if you remember earlier in the match, Kyle is thermogenic, and Raker, their team was like all over the place. So if your teammate drifted over here and then this guy comes here, now things get chaos, right? Because we're in so many different quadrants of the map. But do you know who Callus is? Coach Callus. He's he does the observer for LVT Halo, but he also has a YouTube channel, and he came up with this idea of LIOU period, and this is like the shapes that we want to form on the map. So when we're trying to block spawns, we can think of like an L.
So I was white. So
Yeah.
I knew something about the L thing.
Yeah, so an L shape. This is you. You are on the L, and then here's your teammate, and then here's your teammate, right? And like when we form this L, what we're doing is blocking 3/4 of the quadrants on the map, and we're making it to where we know the other team is going to spawn here. So like as you get into like Team Halo, this is the kind of stuff that you can do to guarantee where people are going to spawn. You all did a VOD review of one of our games. Just mainly looking at it from Secret's point of view. Um, and again, we won't go over all of this, but the idea is like you had the opportunity to like get here and force the game. And like as you start to think about spawns more, I have a ton of videos with spawn stuff, by the way, that you can go look at or just hang out and I can talk to you like on stream and stuff. Like when I'm playing, I can point out like where I'm blocking spawns and stuff. But the idea is like you have this window of opportunity to make a play. And I like to say most of the time, don't be a playmaker, just kind of do what's in front of you and make things work. But when you get that window, you got to recognize it and make something happen. So like you come here, you go here, you block the spawns. And now we know they're either going to spawn here or here, but it's less likely they spawn here. They could also spawn big door. But either way, they're spawning a long way from camo, right? So we can get camo.
Exactly. I was about to say that. You
Yeah.
got more option on camo, and I got sniper too. So
Yes. Yeah. So another fun shape for live fire is like if we have the ball back green, we have a guy nest, we have a guy tower. This is the U, by the way. We have a guy like sandbags, near sandbags. We can force them to spawn here, and everything
like
sucks. Everything sucks for them, especially if this guy's got like a sniper rifle, right? And this is a U, right? There you go. There's a U. And some of the other things like the line is kind of like the way I like to describe a line is like how are we pushing up the map? Like say we were wanting to push this other team, we want to stay close to that line together. So these guys are too early and these guys are too late, right? Like we want to be roughly the same distance from the other team as our teammates. And you're not always going to be exactly the same distance, but the idea is like we want to approach pushing the other team at relatively the same time. And that's why I'm telling you a whole lot like as you spawn, if you're not spawning near your teammates or you're down numbers, the best thing to do is to start going sideways. Like I'm the first spawner and they've got the ball tower or whatever. Like I don't want to run straight at that because I'm just going to be early to the fight. Like I don't want to go straight ahead to fight the objective. I want to go this way or this way and kind of make a choice. And that'll start to build that line as our teammates spawn and then we can start to push towards them. Anyways, back into the game. Sorry. Sorry for the aside, but hopefully that makes sense.
I need to put that in my brain that the game is trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, and the game will do stuff like that too, right? Like if you leave something open, the game will punish you itself. You can see Deesnates kind of does it, but he's late to it, right? We go back here, like he comes back. Like he was already here, ready to block the spawns. Where are we at? Oh.
Searing metal works on any species.
He's already here. If he just stays here, this works out so much better. Or if he can even go into A. Yes, this game was versus you and it was versus you and Kyle, and I think Synth is on that team too. So he's like here, he's already got like the space, and then he just pushes it all back. And because he leaves, they just start spawning here. But if he stays here, what I like to do a lot of times is push like really deep, let them spawn, and then I'll start. Wow, we went through the floor. Then I'll start to get behind them. Like as they start to run up the map, I'll like come out big door, and they'll be getting shot in the back. So there's a lot of things that you can do. What I'm saying is like these nades obviously runs away from it, so he doesn't give you guys any spawn blocks. And then you had the opportunity to kind of do it too.
Ball dropped.
And what's interesting about all of that is like it's not even to say that what you're doing is bad right now. It's just can we turn a good play into a great play, or an average play into a good play, or a great play into a perfect play, right? There's levels to like the ideas of like how deep things go. Same thing here, like we should know they're going to start spawning B. and you can see like they're all like just spawning here, and it's the same. The thing that we just talked about, like we have an L right now. I mean, it's not a perfect L, but you guys are kind of blocking the mud spawns. Your teammate is blocking the dummy spawns, and your weak side guy with camo is blocking the A spawns. This guy was already spawned up, so they're all
Got
spawning.
camo? Sorry about
Yeah, he did get camo somehow. He ends up killing them.
Ball
Like
dropped.
it all works out because your teammates are at least prepared for it. Like he's shooting the camo guy, and then these nades like goes bottom mid and then comes back out. Maybe he was planning on like trapping them or whatever. It's interesting, but yeah, we
think-
kill this guy and we get camo.
I think yeah, he was trying to play like he didn't know
We
this.
have the ball.
Yep. But now, like that one guy's up, but you see because he's pushing towards that direction, he's gonna force all of them to spawn back green. He doesn't play it very well, but like he goes and dies with camo.
We have the ball.
Nice. I don't know
We have the ball.
like how much to tell you that I appreciate that you're not just dying for free here. Like so many people, including like really high Onyx people, will just like get weak and they'll just be like, well, I'm gonna die anyway, so I'm gonna try to fight this guy. But you're like, no, I'm gonna make him push me. And this is like the kind of plays that will win you fights or get you trades in situations that you shouldn't get trades. It's just the fact that you make him come to you. You don't make it easy on him. So like do that all the
Enemy has
time.
the ball.
Cool.
I yelled at by my other people like, "Why are you not doing this?" I'm like, "Okay."
Yep.
alright."
Yeah. My damage is really low a lot, but a lot of times it's because I'm like trying to not overexpose myself for no reason. Again, like I like the play that D's Nades is making more than I like your play. And it's just the same thing I've talked about. Like the more that we're down numbers and your teammates aren't like fighting already, the less I'm committed to going nest. I say all that and you like kill this guy, but again, what is he doing? I think he sees your teammates, but I don't know. These guys are just like really slow to get back into their position. So just the more that you do, like I want you to like consciously think, oh, they've got the ball tower. I spawn B. I'm gonna go mud, and like we'll see like how his fight works out compared to yours. Like he's just gonna get people's backs. He misses his green gun. Like maybe just keep going this way, but he gets all the way to the ball for free. I guess is what I'm saying.
If I stayed alive, they would have helped a lot.
Yeah,
Ball out of bounds.
yeah. The other thing is like you could just like not continue. Like after he gets around the corner, you're like, oh, a kill, right? Oh, he gets around the corner. Let me just drop and go this way. Sometimes you're
I
gonna
got
get,
the kill, but
yeah, you're gonna get a little greedy, and like it's all gonna work out either way. They have to play the ball. You'll see though, like how, like just his play makes things so much easier for us because he just gets through for free, and now your teammates can kind of just push and do whatever because like everybody's paying so much attention to him. That's good. Another good example of like, okay, that plays over with what do I want to play for. And again, I'm not telling you to go into A, but what I am telling you is like Ryanoob would be yelling at you in comms right now to, hey, go fight the spawner in A.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, he would tell you to just go this way and like get behind this guy. Because all this guy's thinking about is, oh, new ball, new ball, new ball. And like what's going to happen is, again, your teammates are either going to win or lose this fight. Looks like they're going to win it. You're going to get to here, forced in the spawn at B. This guy will already be bottom mid, and he's going to pick up the ball and start running towards you. And then you're going to be shooting him in the front, and he's going to say, oh, no, he has to turn around, and then your teammates will start to shoot him, right? But
Ball out of bounds.
we're just going to kind of run into the same space that our teammates are already at. So he's getting to the ball kind of for free.
That's what I'm saying. My decision making and how to take space.
Yeah, a lot of it, like, it's hard to boil every situation down to like simple rules, but almost all of it is, are we down numbers? Like, you know, do they have more people alive than we do? And if the answer is yes, the right decision is normally to like group up with your teammates. If you're not down numbers and you spawn away from your teammates, then generally it's best to just like do something else, like spread out and take space away. So if you're one of the first couple spawners, you normally just get with the closest teammate
Enemy
that you
has the
have.
ball. Ball dropped.
Here's a good example too of like he's gonna die and then you're gonna show up and you're like, I'm gonna do something, and at least you get a kill out of it. And Raker just throws his life away for free. Nice.
We have
So it
the
all
ball.
works out, but does it work out because you do something spectacular, or does it work out because this guy's just kind of running, synth, and then like Raker just hard shallows out against a full shields guy while he's half shields, and then you catch Kyle. So like, again, sometimes things work out, and that's fine.
Ball dropped.
But
We have the
I don't know. I'm not gonna harp on it. It worked out. It's just hard to do that if they're more coordinated.
ball dropped.
Yeah, he was like being really annoying, right? Like made you come out.
Ball
And
dropped.
here's another good example too of like why it's so important to just be annoying and play your life. Like if he doesn't,
Is there a nade?
yeah.
Is there a nade spot there? Like I can't describe. I just gotta make it all.
Can you could probably throw a nade against this wall and it'll probably bounce like right here. But it's a hard angle, right? Because you're gonna hit it on this. So you could either throw it here or like you'll have to just bounce it short and like try to like bounce pass it to him, right? Where it like lands here and bounces into him. I don't know. I haven't really had many people stand like right in this corner, but what I was gonna say is because he's being annoying, like he forces you out, and like this ends up being a trade. Like he doesn't kill you, but his teammate kills you because you have to go over here and deal
We
with it.
have the ball.
So it's a good play on him. Same kind of play that you made earlier. Again, I think the other major talking point for you so far is like every time we spawn, we kind of drift back towards our teammates. We're 4 up, strong side, weak side. We've got 3 people over here. Like you can feel kind of free to do whatever you want. So if you want to just run up cuts and start shooting these B spawners in the back, that sounds great to me. If you want to run up cuts, shoot these guys, realize the next set of spawners are going to be dummies, come back and start shooting these guys in the back, all that's great to me too.
That sounds
Um,
like some boosted vibes.
Yeah, but the more that we like condense our space back, they're just going to start, you know, getting whatever that they want. And again, all of that's hard to say because the other thing is you might just spawn and like these nades is like already like in a fight. Like, so he's gonna die or whatever's gonna happen, and like you may come this way and all your teammates might be dead by the time you get here, and you're like, oh man, I just made a big mistake. So it's hard. Sometimes it's fine to just condense space back. I actually like what you did here because your teammate died, but I also question why is he way out before as well, if that makes sense. I don't necessarily think it was his opportunity to quote unquote be a playmaker right there. Like he could just hang out and hold the setup and you spawn away and you can make something happen. Man, you really don't get any melee trades, which is really unfortunate. I don't get any either. It's not like I'm not saying there's something special you need to do. I just
That's what I try to. That's what I try not to play with.
yeah, try to just stay out of melee range in general, right?
Now I don't want to win the one.
I don't mind this
We
life.
have the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball. Ball dropped. We have
Nice.
the ball. Nearing victory. Ball dropped. Perfect.
That was really good. I mean, it sucks just because you spawn here and like that guy's already behind you. He's doing kind of what I was talking about. I wonder if, like, did he just spawn here, get blessed with this, or did he actually come this way? Let's see. Oh yeah, never mind. He's not doing anything special. He just spawns here. But like, he's pinching you now, right? Like you can see they've got kind of a wave coming at you. But because you make a big play here and get a double kill, like you get inside quick, you
We
live.
have the ball. Nearing victory. Ball dropped.
Just destroy synth.
Enemy has the ball.
I like to always get
Me,
like on these back pillars here and just hang out. I don't know. But like this is all fine so far. What are you gonna say?
I always tell my teammates, kill the player fast enough. You kill the player fast enough, then you can have more options to not get pinched or get.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
We have the ball.
I think you expose yourself just a little too early here. Like you'll see me a lot of times like just hanging out and like looking through the wall at where my teammates are at, if that makes sense. And like I want to jump up as they get to like here or whatever, right? We talked about that line. Like I want that line, and like again, you could go like all the way back here and kind of just hang out crouching. Just be really annoying, not tell them where you're at as long as possible. So and you almost do it. Like this is almost like a really high level play. It's just you're a little too early to get into the fight. Like first, I think your fourth teammate's still dead, right? Yeah. But if we're gonna make this work, we can make it work. But I'm just crouching along this wall, going back here, hiding. You could set here as a really good spot to hide. Like, just don't expose yourself at all. And it feels so weird, right? Because your teammates are like, what are you doing? Why aren't you fighting the ball guy? But I promise, like, as you get better, the more you can time, like, I'm going to shoot my guns when my teammates are ready to shoot their guns, the better things are going to go for you. You might also, like, catch a guy, like, you start, again, come back here, or come back here, or whatever. And the guy might just haphazardly just walk past you and you get a free kill. So you wait on your shields, but I'm telling you, like, wait even longer. Like, let your guys get in. How can I put this? Like, can you think about this from their point of view? Like, if your two teammates start throwing grenades at here, what is this other team going to do?
Well, they're gonna try to fight and be alert.
Yeah,
be
they're
alert
gonna.
try to fight.
The main thing is they're gonna start looking this way, right? Like they're gonna start
Yep.
fighting this direction, and then guess what you can do? Ooh, I'm here.
back up.
While they're like looking at something else. So you have opportunities to do stuff like that. It's just about like actually making it happen and things. But now like they're all looking at you, which is not bad because you can see now your teammates can walk through for free. But it's bad for you because you know maybe you die, but looks like you're gonna live out of it. We got the ball either way, so can't complain too much.
We have the ball.
Again, some of this like coaching ends up just being nitpicking and things work out anyways, so take it with a grain of salt sometimes, but
Ball dropped.
like if you jump up there and they just two people turn and look at you or the guy bodies you with a sniper and they kill you really quick, then your teammates are going to die too, right?
Enemy.
But they don't make the play, so whatever. Did that guy just spawn there?
Yeah, he did.
Enemy has
He
the
did.
ball.
Oh wait, no.
Ball
did.
dropped.
Did he spawn?
Oh, he didn't.
I think he's still alive. Let's see. Yeah, he's just making
That's
a.
wild.
Who is this? I think that's Synth.
That's wild.
Enemy has
Yeah,
the
he's
ball.
making the kind of play I'm talking about though, where he's like you know how annoying that is for you? You could have
Yes,
done
it
that to
is.
them earlier. So like start thinking perimeter a lot of times. Like where can I go perimeter wise?
Oh, that's here's another question. How to
Yeah.
keep everything out of front of you? I know
Mhm.
it's like this guy is keeping this guy is behind me. I don't
Yeah.
want the guy behind me. I want to keep everything in front of me as best as possible.
Yeah, so there's like having things in front of you, but there's also like you know, you spun here and you just start running forward. So these guys are technically in front of you, but you have no eyes on what's beside of you. All of this just still comes down to like if we go sideways off spawn, like the only time you should really just be running straight forward is if you're the last spawner. Like all of your teammates are already up. As like an early spawner, you know, we've got a guy dead here. I don't actually know how many people we have alive. It looks like we have no one alive, right? So if you just hit a perimeter, like go this way, which sounds really weird, like I'm not doing anything. But if you go here, then this never happens, right? Like he is in front of you at that point. If you go this way, then he's just chasing ghosts because you're gone by the time he gets here, if that makes sense. So the easiest way I can explain this is like if you are spawner number 1 or spawner number 2, you should be going like sideways, like never like trying to get up the map, if that makes sense. Like we don't want to start pushing forward until we get more people alive.
I love the left option because you're not in front of them on tower.
Yeah. Yeah, so and to be fair, this is like arbitrary. He could be B, but either way, the idea is like if we go this way, we walk out big door and this guy's like standing back here trying to spawn trap us, we're ready to fight him, right? But if we go forward and he's setting here, then he's just going to start shooting us in the side, which is really annoying, right? So just like start to think more sideways off of spawns, especially when you're early. Like this is what I call early because your teammates are all dead. So there's no reason to fight forward into the map because none of our teammates are alive to fight with us.
Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball.
But he makes a good play. So yeah, left or right, generally speaking, if you just pick one, again, if you don't know where to go, just follow a teammate, but left or right is normally how things are going to work out better, unless it's a situation like this. All of your teammates are alive, so you don't have to go left or right. However, as I've said a bunch of times, whatever your teammates is going to do is probably going to resolve before you get there. So your job is to not fight this, your job is to fight that. And we're in theater, so we know this guy's here. But the idea is I want you to start thinking late spawner. Let me bring up tac maps again. So I have not, game coach, sorry. I have not talked to you about triangles yet, but spawns in this game generally come in like triangles. Like we can triangulate spawns. So the easiest way to think about things is, hey, I spawn green. My teammates are alive. You can like draw a triangle from you to where your teammates are at to where the enemy is going to be. And this works in almost like any direction, by the way. So again, we're getting really nerdy here, but the idea is like if I spawn B, I know there are spawns A and I know that there's spawns here. My team's all over here fighting. I didn't spawn near them, so I know that there's going to be people coming from that way. But you can apply this you can apply this in any direction. Like if you know, if we spawn here, then triangle again, there's probably going to be a guy in this direction. Hopefully that makes sense. It might get a little weird, but the bigger point here is like, as I've said a couple times, like if we spawn away from teammates, we can make their lives easier by letting them, like trusting them to do their job, and we go and deal with whatever else is on the map. But you can see you don't have any thought of that, and it's you're lucky that he's a little like not trigger disciplined. Like he ends up dying to you anyways. But if he's a little bit more trigger disciplined, then he's gonna just kill you straight up. But you could be ready for this too, right? Like you could have caught him off guard.
That's most definitely my fault there, honestly.
Yeah, that is Raker. That is you, Raker. Like really high level play for you, Raker, is to just not even shoot him here. Like just trail behind him. Be really annoying. Well, you cut through dead space, and it's kind of fine. Like you're expecting someone to spawn here, but like once I see him going towards nest, I know I can't kill him, so I'm just gonna try to get behind him and like start to play that way. Like we can set up a pinch, but because you shoot him, he's able to turn around. Yeah, hit the nade, which was good. We win this round. Nice. Yeah, you could also go back B, which would have been cool too. Complex sent me a message. Hang on a second. Sorry. All right, let's go.
incoming.
Round 3. Again, openings don't really care too much.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
Nice shots. Nice.
We have the ball.
It's that window of opportunity again, and you can probably already think about like what I'm going to say now is like we just got 2 kills. We actually got 3 kills. Where can we go? We can go this way, and then Camo will be coming up, and we'll force them to all spawn B. I assume that's not what you're going to do here, but you can see like they're getting A spawns, and like they never. Oh my god! Let's get back to the corner.
Ball dropped.
Like we get this kill, if you just start walking this direction, like take a calculated risk, they're 3 dead. Actually, they're 4 dead right now. Just start walking this way, block A. We can guarantee this camo, also guarantee a whole lot of ball time. But you can see because we don't go A, this guy over here is going to spawn A. And now, like, things are kind of weird, right? Like, we're going to go and try to play for camo, but we're going to get shot at a whole bunch while we're playing for camo, and we die. But we can prevent that entirely, because we can make it to where they can't spawn a camo. Or spawn in A. Somebody's just drilling everybody.
Ball
Yo.
incoming.
That was crazy. Yep.
These was someplace.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
That was
We have the ball.
really wild. Hey, here's another triangle for you. Like, a lot of these scenarios are readable. It's just going to take, like, actively thinking about, like, why am I spawning away from my teammates? So, again, here, triangle would be, like, to A. And he's not up yet, but in a second, he's going to spawn in A.
We have the ball.
See?
I don't see what you mean with the triangle. Yeah, I see it.
So if you can start thinking that way, you can start to play for this, like, early, if that makes sense. Like, you can be ready to go fight this guy, instead of, like, just getting out and, like, running this way, and now this guy gets out he gets out big door for free because we're not, like, actively ready for him. And you can catch guys in this level. Again, is this Raker? I don't know. But you can catch guys at this level off guard so much because they're going to be like, what in the world? Why is this guy? He must be walling or something, right? And you're not walling. You just know, oh, I spawned away from my teammate. Triangle, go back green and be ready for this, right? And obviously,
Triangle, I love the triangle. Sorry, I'm talking.
no, you were good. Again, some of this is like, man, I really want to go help my teammates. Maybe every matchmaking teammate will hate you from now on. But every time you spawn away from your teammates, I want you to start thinking, again, triangles or just in terms of like, what else can I do on the map? Because you're not going to get to them before whatever they're doing works out. Like, they end up killing this guy and the guy brings the ball out anyways. So imagine like you're doing something more productive. You're getting this way and you're killing this guy. And now your ball guy's not getting trapped, right? He's just like running out for free. He's like, oh, thanks for killing the guy. So it
Okay,
will
though,
lead
I
to
don't-
more wins, is what I'm saying. Like, even if your teammate gets mad at you for not coming to help him, like, he will be a whole lot happier when you win the game because you killed this guy, right?
We have the ball.
Instead of like him killing you, and now he's just running at your teammate for free. And look, they get a B
Ball
spawn
out
now.
of bounds. Ball incoming.
Did he spawn there?
Ball
Am I
dropped.
losing my mind?
Ball.
Let's
Let's
see.
move over
We
to
have the
triangle
ball.
real quick.
Oh,
I feel like I'm.
yeah. Or